Yo, what's up guys, Rasmus over here. So today what I'm going to do is going to be comparing the massage guns. Alright, so two massage guns that I do have here is the Theragun, and the other one is pretty much just like a cheap eBay drop shipped gun. So with this gun, basically it's I guess one of these ones that are just like a random brands that's been I know, like in some cases you can contact the manufacturer in China and they can make up. They're making all these kind of devices, things, pretty much everyday products. If they see trends like massage guns or anything, some fancy fidget spinner or whatever, they can make that kind of stuff, and you can pretty much slap a label on it, send it out to people. And pretty much, I'm guessing that what this kind of thing this is. It's a basic massage gun. Um, it's called Mocam, which is a brand. I'm not sure if that's like a well-known brand. It doesn't, to me, I don't think it is. It's just a brand that's, I guess, somebody's gone with. They might have something big. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a very cheap brand, I guess, because it's a very cheap product. It only costs $70 for a massage gun. That's probably the lowest I've seen. There are ones that are like a little bit cheaper, but they're like very small. They're probably like half the size of this. So in comparing these two, the Theragun, which is pretty much like the original OG of massage guns, like one of the first in class and whatnot, there's a lot of differences. First, we talk about pros and cons. Um, Actually, just first in general is just the price. Theragun here, that's $400. This, $70. It's a big difference in price, you know. Yeah, it's significant. But the thing is about price is it worth it? That's the question. Um, I know with the Theragun, it is worth it. With this, it's a big ask. Let's say that. But we'll go over the other pros and cons, I guess, and at the end we'll see if it's actually worth it or not, or which one's better, which one you need, which one you'll go for. All right. So price is one big thing that stands out in the first, just straight off the bat. That's what you're gonna notice. Second thing I would say is the weight. So just holding these two together, this is a lot more heavier. This Theragun here, it's a lot more heavier. You can literally feel it. This is like a feather. Like you can just flip this around. It's like nothing. It's very light. This thing. This product here is very light. The Theragun on your hand, it's a doozy. It's like you hit somebody over the head with this thing, they're gonna drop. This, it's just how can I explain it? It's a small drill bit. It's not that heavy, to be honest. It's very light. And I guess this plays into the second part of it, in terms of effectiveness. Because this is heavier, I feel like it gives you a lot more effective punch in a way. This, on the other hand, is not as heavy, so it doesn't give you that punch where you actually feel your muscles getting massaged down, getting exercised or worked down. That might be because I guess I'm more of a trained athlete. I'm pretty tight myself, so I need a lot to stimulate like that muscle relaxation or release of tension as compared to some other people. But I know that for sure that there's a big difference in terms of the effectiveness that I feel, and I'm pretty sure it will probably resonate with a lot of other people, the effectiveness that they feel as well. Number two, going from that point, is the heads itself. So if I look at the Theragun head, you can squeeze it. It's like a soft rubbery kind of feel. It's very different to this head right here. This is just pure plastic. It's just pure plastic. And you do notice that when this is pure plastic, it's not that good actually, because if you think about the physics of it, where like you think about F1 cars, when they crash, they kind of burst into a million pieces. So basically, like in terms of like F1 racing or car racing in general, when that car smashes into a million pieces, the energy that's there, that's from that speed of the car, it pretty much goes into all those flying little pieces. So the driver comes out pretty unharmed. But let's say if that car didn't smash into pieces, all that force of the flying 200 k's down the track and hitting a wall is gonna go right back at the driver. And this is pretty much the same situation here. Since this is a hard hit, when it hits your body, it pretty much comes back into your arm that's holding the actual machine. So like you feel more of it in the arm of the holding the machine than you actually do it on the body. So it doesn't penetrate as well as the Theragun. And this, as you can see, it's a softer head. When you put, and because this is heavier, you got more force behind it, kind of stabilizes it. It pretty much all the force that this generates goes pretty much that way and gets into the body. So your body feels it more, it's more effective, it's a lot stronger. One thing that benefits this machine over the Theragun is the noise. I can switch this on, it is fairly quiet. It's got different levels to it, so you can keep going up. Even at the loudest, I'd say this is not as loud as the Theragun, which sounds like a jackhammer. So there's a big difference in the noise that it produces. So you can use this pretty much anywhere. It's portable, light. I guess that's another advantage. So that definitely outweighs the Theragun, which is heavy and not as portable. So those are the main things I would say about these two devices. And in terms of which one would I recommend, to be honest, I would go for the Theragun, just because of the effectiveness that it produces. Even though it's a lot more expensive, it's heavier, bulky, everything like that. As I explained with the F1 crash kind of thing, the force actually goes into you, and that's what you need, and that's what you're after, especially with a massage gun. The rubber tip is a bonus as well, because that generates everything exactly into you, so it's amazing. So that's what you need. This is not as effective, even though it's a lot cheaper. It's lighter, it's portable and everything like that. It's got a lot of characteristics that if you transferred it into the Theragun would make the Theragun amazing. Then again, if you transferred the main force power and the rubber tip into this will be amazing for a lower price. Yeah, so it's not as effective, you don't feel it as much. So, like I think a few people might like it. Some people that like just soft touches on the body, I don't know. But for me, if you're like an athlete or somebody that is serious about their exercise, I'd actually steer clear away of this, because even though it's cheap and looks like you're getting your money's worth, you're actually not, because the main thing that you want it to do, it doesn't really do. And yeah, I guess if you can get a different tip, if it's like a rubber tip or a spongier tip like the Theragun, that would probably change the dynamics. But in just saying that, just the weight of it itself, I don't think that is probably strong enough to give the response that somebody would need. Well, some people might find it, like some just regular people that don't exercise or anything like that will probably find it beneficial. But if you're an athlete, I don't think you would find it that effective. Anyway, that's pretty much my summary of those two things. My choice is Theragun, even though it's like $400 more. What you gotta do? It's an effective tool. That's it. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time.